All right, man. Yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead, man, and get started, man. What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT. That's Real Men Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man. I got my boy EIG in the building.
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, man, and he definitely dressed for the occasion, man. You know,
Hey,
we got
man,
we got
what I
brother
mean?
Deacon in here today.
Hey,
You know.
man, you better recognize, better see the flyness, man. Tell them
Yes,
about
sir. Yes,
it.
sir. He getting fly on
Man.
us tonight, man. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
man.
So
Nah, man.
yeah, I'm trying to
Nah,
be like him when I
nah,
grow up, man.
nah, man.
He
Hey,
didn't
hey,
tell me we were dressing up,
hey,
y'all.
man,
He
I
didn't
had
tell.
somewhere to be. I had somewhere to be before we got in, man. So
Right, right.
you know,
Oh
had to
yeah,
slide on in. But y'all know what
that's
it
what's
is. It's
up.
RMT all day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So, man, right before man we get started, man, I want to do something since we're gonna be talking about the Lord today, man. I want to go ahead, man, say a little prayer before we get started, man. Then we're gonna get right into it. So,
I dig it.
I'm gonna go ahead, man. Bow your head, man, and let's get to it. Lord, I just thank you for the day, Lord. Thank you for blessing us to see another day, Lord. And Lord, thank you for the people that come here to listen, Lord, that they get some upliftment, get some encouragement, Lord. Lord, continue to use me and EI, Lord, throughout this entire episode, Lord, to be able to say something to bless somebody, to bring somebody closer to you. Anybody out there hurt, anybody out there homeless, anybody out there, any single parents out there wondering how they can feed their child, Lord. Let them be able to listen to this and get a word, Lord, and you be able to touch their lives, that you be able to provide the needs that they want for their life, Lord. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen and amen.
Amen.
All
Hey,
right,
ain't
man.
no better way to start it, man.
Yes, sir. Let's get
Let's
into it, baby. Let's get
do it.
into it, man.
Let's do
So,
it.
man, on today, man, this has been a 2 week hiatus. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So last time, man, we got a couple of wires crossed, and so, man, but today, man, we want to talk about being upset with God, man, being mad at the Lord, man. And I know all of us have been there, all of us have been there when we have been mad and upset at God. Like, man, come on, are you kidding? You got me going through this and I'm going, and somebody else, they get to have this and have that. What about me, God? I'm living right. I'm doing the right thing,
Right.
So, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because I have two things, man, that I have that comes up when you mad at God. And a couple of things that comes up is he didn't answer your prayer the way you wanted it answered. He didn't answer your prayer the way you wanted it answer. And where I'm going with that is this. If we look into the word, man, we can go over to Second Corinthians, man. I'm in the King James version, and
Come on.
and man, our boy Paul, man, Paul on Second Corinthians 12, 8 and 9. That's what I'm reading for. And it says, concerning this thing, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Come on with it.
So, man, I felt that. So I'm gonna read it one more time. This Second Corinthians 12, 8 and 9. It says, concerning this thing, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And so, man, reading that, it's like, because I done went through one of those situations. It been times out there, I'm gonna go with the audience and check this out. It been times that prayed to God, say, God, I don't want my family member to pass away. I don't want them to pass away. Lord, I want you to heal them. And not only do he don't heal them, you let them you get the chance to see them continue to digress. Instead of getting worse and worse and worse. And you sitting up here, You praying, you sweating, you fasting, you putting laying everything on the table, saying, look, hey man, I've been doing everything that I possibly can do, Lord. I know you're gonna turn this around. And now you got to plan a funeral. Man, that's a tough pill to swallow.
No doubt.
And the same thing with Paul. I don't know exactly what Paul was going through, but just say that you got a migraine headaches and you like, God, heal me from this migraine headaches. No. Mm-hmm. My grace is sufficient enough. You know, Lord, heal me from this leg, man. I limp a little bit, you know. No, my grace is sufficient enough. You know what, Lord, in my right eye lazy.
Yeah.
No, my grace is sufficient enough. Mm-hmm. And all of us have been to that place where we felt like God should have did it this way and he did it another way and it hurt. And now you in a position to be like, you know what, God, I ain't going to church no more. I ain't going to church. I ain't finna pray. Man, I ain't finna sing for you. Whatever gifts that I know I have, I'm not finna use them. And even if I didn't have a gift, I ain't finna look for it, you know? And so, man, man, I want to bring you into the conversation, man, and just let me know, man, what's your thoughts about, you know, when God don't answer the prayer the way that you want it answered, man?
Well, man, to be honest, you know, like you said, we've all had to deal with wanting something, man, or wanting something to turn out how we want it, or a prayer, even if it's for saving somebody's life.
Yep.
And when it doesn't happen, we're mad because we feel like, hey, that prayer didn't get answered. It didn't turn out how we wanted.
Right.
And we seem to think that these things that happen in life is like an attack on us. We take it personal. Yep. And so that's like kind of like what I grabbed from that scripture that you just read, man. When he said, my grace is sufficient, like you're already good. The grace that I've the grace that I've given you is enough to deal with whatever you think is supposed to happen. Yep. He's saying, he said, my strength is made perfect in your weakness.
Come on now.
Meaning when you're at your most vulnerable, you can let go. If you let me take this, if you can let go of your own agenda, man, you can just, you know, go through life with ease. You know what I mean? So, I just, that's a powerful scripture, man. And we got to let go of attaching to how we want things to turn out. And if we truly believe that we following him and we truly, hey, I'm trusting in God. You know, I'm saved to the bone. You know what I mean?
To the grist.
But you throw a fit like a 5-year-old when something don't turn out. And he's saying, hey, my grace is sufficient. Life is okay. This is happening, but you good. When you're at your lowest, I'm perfect. You know what I mean? And we just got to let go of really wanting what we want, man. We got to stop being spoiled brats. So that's my take on it, man.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good right there, man, because I don't think people look at the fact of, and I'm gonna say this, it seemed like, especially when you're going through a situation, you look at the situation, especially if it's not pertaining to your health. If it's something outside of your health, it's like, okay, I'm healthy, but I don't have a car right now. You know, I gotta walk everywhere. You don't look at the fact that what's going good in your life. I think we always look at the negative, and his grace is the good that's going on in our life. And when we be in a situation and we don't look at his grace, he'd be like, oh man. Because every time, because I had a guy come in, he made a great point. He said, man, why pray and then you worrying about it? He was like, God ain't got time to come fix it, because he got to come like that baby crying. You got to go give him a pacifier. So you study crying about the problem, and now he got to go pacify you. You could have had your problem fixed already, but he got to come back, pacify you. Oh, I'm going to fix the problem. Now I got to go back. I got to pacify him. He crying again. I told him I got him, because we don't want to let it go. His grace is there taking care of us, but we study want a little pacify, like, Lord, it's hurt. It's hurt, Lord, please. Now he got to come. Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Man.
It's okay. Now he got to go back. He could have been further down the road already fixing what you had going on, but he got to come back and study pacify you. That's why his grace and his mercy is so good, because he have his grace around. It's just, are we willing to accept the grace that he give us, because we don't think it's enough, man. You know.
Man.
Yeah.
Couldn't say it no better, brother.
Yeah, man. And so, man, let me ease on. Did you have anything else you want to add, EI, before I ease on, man?
Man, no, man, that was good stuff. Hey, you put the cap on that, man. Hey, I appreciate the invite, but hey, that's done. That's done.
Yeah, man. Cause listen, man, this second one now, ooh wee. I got my little notes over here. That's what I'm looking at, man. Now on this one, man, a number two reason that we get mad at God, he didn't punish your enemies the way you wanted him to punish them, man.
Man, you know.
He didn't punish your enemies the way that you wanted them to punish, the way that he didn't punish your enemies the way you wanted him to punish them. That's the thing about it. And so let me go over here, man. I got Jonah right here.
Okay.
I got Jonah 4 and 1 through 3. And so what was going on with Jonah is hold on one second here. Okay, so what was going on with Jonah, that he was in Nineveh. It was a large city. And Nineveh, they was against God. They didn't want to praise God. And so when Jonah went there, he said that in 40 days, Nineveh shall be overthrown, right?
Right.
And so the people in Nineveh, they started changing their lives. They started fasting, and the king threw off his robe and he proclaimed that nobody, no beast, or nobody should eat or drink nothing. And so they just started giving God praise. And guess what? That made Jonah mad. That's what's going to bring us to this 4, Jonah 4, 1 through 3. I'm about to read now. And it states, but it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he became angry. Let me read that again.
Talk about it, man.
But it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he became angry. So he prayed to the Lord and said, Lord, was not this what I said when I was still in my country? For I know that you are gracious and merciful God, slow to anger and abundant in love, kindness, one who relents from doing harm. Therefore, now, O Lord, please take my life from me, for it's better for me to die than to live. Woo! Jonah was hot.
Yeah,
and Jonah so mad that he want God to take his life. That's how mad he was. Boy, man, listen. I'm gonna tell you, when somebody doing you wrong, oh man, somebody doing you wrong that you really don't like, if it's a supervisor, if it's a friend, it's a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother, auntie, grandma, oh man, you got the anger built up so much, you upset and you just want revenge. You just see blood. So sometimes you even might contemplate killing that person. Let's be honest. You might contemplate doing something to that person physically, man. You want to put 1, 2, or you want to go get that thing and put some, you want to do something to them. And you like, God, why you got this person over here happy doing what they doing to me? They happy, they prospering, doing all that. And you talking about be still and be quiet and you gonna fight for me. What? What? Man, hold on. Man, before I get even deeper, man, let me pull you in here, EI, because I don't want to get too warm, man. Because
keep that pot cooking, man. Keep that pot cooking.
I don't want to get too warm over here, but man, give me your take on this, man. For real.
Man, I definitely have seen people where and been a victim of that myself, man, where something happened and you mad at this person and you really want something to happen to this person. Like a lot of us got the tendency to say, well, you gonna pay for that. God gonna deal with that. And
Right,
that's cool that you
right.
taking that stance of like, hey, I ain't really messing with it. But
Yeah.
you still are like, hey, gotta deal with that. And
Yep.
we really got to
Yep.
get away from even wanting, hey, somebody else's punishment or whatever you want to call it. That ain't none of our business, man. And
Yep. Yep.
why do we really want somebody to be punished and think we in the right, but we
Mm,
hoping, sitting up hoping and
mm.
wishing and praying
Ooh.
that they pay for what they did. You
Right.
might not even be wishing for nothing bad, but you might just, hey, they need to learn their lesson. They need to see.
Mm.
That's not our place. That's
Yep.
not our place.
Yep.
And so we all guilty of being in that seat where we can look at it like that, man. And we really need to
Yep.
just pull away. That's how we can keep that judgment off ourselves, man. We judging others, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, you know how it go, man. It's just we do this in cycles, man. We all guilty of it, or we know
Oh
people
yeah.
that's been there, man. And
Mm-hmm.
we really got to just stop wanting. We got to get out of everybody else's business and their lane and what God's business is or what's gonna happen. We
Yep.
can't be worried about it, no
Yep.
matter how bad of an offense they made in our
Mm-hmm.
eyes. Because at the
Yep.
end of the day, that's between that person and God. So
Yeah.
that's just how I feel on it, man.
Man, let me be honest for a second, man. Now,
Yeah.
you can I'm gonna be honest with you. You can say you want that person to get punished. You can say you want that person to do this and do that because you mad at the time, because it's the
Mm-hmm.
emotion and you upset, you angry. The thing
Mm-hmm.
about it is like it can happen to that person, and bro, you'll end up feeling sorry for them. Especially if you're a follower of God. I mean, especially if you are, because
Right. Right.
the thing about it, man, is this. I done saw I done saw it from both ends, you know. I done
Mm-hmm.
saw it where even myself, I see myself getting some stuff back that I did. And it's so crazy because it's like, okay, you did this, and just because you changed your life around, you think you done got away from that. No, you
Mm-hmm.
got to feel that same thing what you did to those people too. The
Mm-hmm.
same thing you did to them, I'm gonna let you feel it too. Matter of
So,
fact, I'm gonna turn yours up a little bit. But guess what? Guess what I'm gonna do though? What we
what's that?
read earlier? What we read earlier? My
When it said,
grace.
my grace is
Grace
sufficient.
is with you, even when he turning
Yeah.
it up. Even when
Yeah.
he turning it up, man.
Yeah.
He's still there with you. And when something happened to that person, you be like, dang, I wanted God to get him, but I ain't know he gonna get him like that. Because when God gets you, I'm
Yeah.
serious. When
Yeah.
God gets you, it's like he gets you.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be something that if you don't change your life, it's gonna affect you mentally,
Mm-hmm.
physically, because he be tapping everything. And then
Hey.
he gonna circle around the wagon and make you feel what that other person felt.
Mm-hmm.
You
Man, that
know,
energy that we put out there, it could come back, man. And
man, talk
we
about
just,
that, man.
man, just
Talk about it.
it's
I want you to get into that, man. Get into that lane about that energy that people put out, that they want only the good energy and not the bad stuff to come back too, man.
well, man, this is how I feel about it. A
Go on.
lot of people look at it like, when you putting energy, and when I say energy, just how you vibrate. And it's a frequency you on, and it ain't
Right,
really about you doing something. So some computer or God calculate this thing and
right,
then say, all right, this is the answer for that. But
right.
no, it's like when you putting that out there, that's the frequency you on. And when you on that frequency,
Mm.
what's on that station is what you gonna get. You know what I mean? You on
Ooh,
92.3, you gonna hear
yeah.
92.3. You can't hear
Uh-huh.
the buzz and all these other ones
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're not on that frequency. So
Mm.
staying in that bad energy, doing things that's negative, judging people. You tuning into that frequency, and that's always gonna come back to you. And if you're in love, you're gonna always be able to have love coming back to you if you truly tune there. So that's what I mean about that energy, man. And you know, so people don't think it's so you're getting so deep talking and space talking. But I'm just saying, hey, look, how you operating, how you thinking, how you been, how you feeling. That frequency that you own is what you're gonna always be tuned. That's what you're gonna hear. That's what you're gonna receive. So if you want a life free of drama, then get off the drama frequency. You're giving off drama energy, but saying you don't want drama in your life. You know, and it just don't work that way, man. So
right. Yeah, boy. See that? I had to pull it up out you, man.
Yeah, man.
But that's definitely that's just like telling somebody, okay, listen, I'm sitting up here and just say for instance, man, we listen to gospel music, right? Me and you listen to gospel music and we claim that we are God's children, right? So we claim we God's children, and just say in the conversation, we listen to gospel music and we God's children and we start cussing. So that brings a different energy to somebody that's around us, because they like, if they living for God, they doing the same thing that I'm doing. Why should I do it? Why should I even put any energy into finding out who God is? Because the people that professing to claim that they are God's children, look at the way they acting, you know? And I think that people should start not only to say, don't even say that you're a Christian. Don't even say you're a follower of God. You just live your life until you come to a place where you can say that you a child of God. You know, that you can say that you live it. You don't sit back. I don't have to sit back and constantly tell somebody I'm the man. That's one thing I learned when I was younger, man. I always was trying to prove to folks I'm the man. You know, girl, I'm this, girl, I'm that. You know, hey, bro, I got this, I'm doing that. I always trying to prove that I was the man. But one thing I found out, once you become the man, you really don't want to say you the man.
You don't have to, you don't got to prove it. Hey, the man ain't got to prove it.
You ain't got to say nothing, man, because everybody else going around you talk about. How many times you heard Jordan say he the greatest basketball player ever? Don't have to.
Hey.
When the last time you heard Deion Sanders said, I'm the best defensive back ever? Greatness don't have to talk. You know, you never heard said, Jesus said, man, I'm the best miracle worker y'all never seen down here on earth. I'm the best. Man, I lay hands, I walk on water, I turn water into wine. Y'all boys can't play with me. I'm on a whole nother level. You know, I'm the GOAT of doing miracles. He ain't gotta say it. He ain't gotta say it because he done proved it. And so it's so many people that's mad at God, upset with him when he proving every day in your life that this who he is. This what he can do every day. And I think when we get upset at God because he don't do the things that he don't do the things in our life that we want, not what we need. He give us our needs. We don't pay attention to that, but the wants.
Hey, that's facts right there, brother.
We won't. Hey, I want that new Escalade, man. God gonna bless me with that new Escalade. I'm getting that new Escalade. I'm put 28s on that thing. I already see it, bro. God gonna bless me with this Escalade. Tomorrow you go to the dealership. God gonna bless you with that Escalade, brother. But the thing about it, we go there, we get mad at God because we ain't getting it, but we got automobiles already running. You got a good automobile already running, air blowing snowball, and you begging for an Escalade.
Snowball.
Hold on, let me say this. It's people out there that got good spouses. Got good spouses, but guess what? You can't be a good spouse because you're looking at everything that's wrong with them. You pinpointing and not, you got a whole laundry list of what they doing wrong. You can pick out everything they doing wrong, but you can't tell nobody what's something great about your spouse. What's something good about your spouse? But you mad at God saying, God, you gave me the wrong spouse. God, why you do me like this? My husband should have been making this. My husband should be able to do this. My wife should be looking like this. My wife should be able to cook this, should be able to do this. Yeah, what you mad at God for? Because guess what? You picked him. You ain't let him pick him. You picked him. You picked him. So you can't get mad at your decisions. You know, you can ask, I bet you take a poll of 100 people and be like, how many of y'all prayed for your husband or your wife?
Say crickets.
So that's all you're gonna hear. And they gonna be like, oh, well, he know my heart. Yeah, he do. But at the same time, man, a lot of times ain't nobody pray for they wife. Ain't nobody pray for their husband, you know.
Right.
We got into having sex. We like the sex. We like the person. We got a connection with them. So hey, they seem like somebody I can have a future with. Let's do it. God ain't involved. You ain't been like, you know what, Lord, I want to hit this. You know, I want to hit this. Is this the right wife for me? You know, is she the right one for me? You know, but you looking at the physical, you know, but the spiritual man that's on the inside, and now you mad at God because you're getting a divorce.
Right. Yeah, I mean, man.
That's just me, man. Let me get on my soapbox. My bad, man. It been 2 weeks of build up, bro.
Let it out, man. Let it out, brother. Let it out.
Yeah, it been 2 weeks of build up. So, man, yeah, that's just me, man. And so, this little segment. Go ahead, bro.
No. I was just saying, like, man, you dead on, man. You know, we want the material things, man.
Yep.
And we want this outcome, but we don't, you know, we want what we want. It's like spoiled kids, man.
Yep.
We want what we want. And we think that the things that we want gonna make us feel away. When life is saying, hey, you got to already feel it. You got to be good before that Escalade comes. Because that's how you're gonna attract that Escalade. You know what I mean? Like, so I just, hey, you was dead on, brother. Dead on, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting the flow.
No, man.
Had to commend you.
That was good there, man, because the thing about it, I think that we get upset at God for various reasons, but I think the main reason we get upset at God is because we be in our feelings. You know, and like sometimes we can't see what's down the road. And like when you building something, like you have contractors can go where it's just dirt, and they can see a plan 10 or 15 years about how this railing gonna be right here and this right here. And see, since we not contractors, we can't see that. And God is the contractor in our life. He see things down the road and gonna build things for us that we don't even see. But since we don't physically see it, we don't got the belief that we ain't got the faith that this can happen. This can happen for us until he do something for us. And it's got to be material. Once it's material, it'd be like, okay, now I can do it. But you know, one thing about it, I'm gonna say it like this: once you get out the fear and you start speaking in power with God, once you start talking, that anointing just take over. That anointing start taking over, and you be like, man, I ain't even know I could pronounce that word. I'm speaking for myself. I'm just a country guy, and some words I can't pronounce. But then when I get to talking about God and they get to flowing, he started giving me stuff and feed my spirit. Be like, okay, well, say this, and say that, say this. Then I learned how to cut it off, because I used to go and it used to be myself speaking after God had said something. Then I started to stumble. But when he gave me something and it lit up my heart and it set on fire and it came out my tongue and I spit it, It was like I done laid down a high 16, baby. I'm like, I sit back. Hey, play that back. You know, hey, play that back.
That's what DJ. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, man. My bad, man.
Nah, man.
I done went on somewhere else, man. But look, man, I want y'all to hop in the car with me for a second, man. We're gonna make this left, get off the interstate, man, and go around here to EI's Corner.
Yes. To all my peoples, thank y'all again. Hey, we back again. You ain't really doing too much of nothing, so stop at the corner. I'll let your boy EIG one more again. So before we get into this, y'all know what we got to do. We got to salute who we got to salute.
Oh man, here we go, man.
That's the black and yellow.
Here we go.
We got to do it. So salute to Steeler Nation, all my Steeler fans out there that's riding with me.
And he done went and got the helmet, man. Go put the helmet back in the man cave. Boy, you ain't slick, man. You ain't slick. I'm talking about the helmet out, man.
Hey, you know, we just had to show respect and reverence, man, to the greatest organization, man, NFL. So, man, let's get to it, man. Just to talk a little bit about nothing, man. A little bit about nothing. We see what's going on in the sports world, man. But I wanted to get your opinion on this real quick, Stan.
Go ahead.
Le'Veon Bell. You know I'm a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell with us went to the Jets. You know what I mean?
Yep.
My bro said he is about to start boxing full time. Like he going all out. Now, pause right there. I remember watching Nate Robinson. You remember Nate, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, I watched him running there, and you know he got dropped, man. Do you think Le'Veon Bell? Do you think he got it to be a real deal boxer, man?
Man, I'm gonna say this. I think not for boxing, UFC maybe, because you know it's a little physical. You got tackling, so I can see the transition there. But a transition from just a finesse boxing from football, nah, man. I can see, I don't see that, man, unless he finna do some hardcore training and like, you know, he finna really pivot. So if he finna do that, yeah, because I'm not gonna put no limitations on nobody, but if he finna do that, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, Le'Veon might have a chance with it, man. He might. I don't know. He might, man. He was pretty athletic, quick, man. You know, as long as he can play defense, man. Nate just went in there and just ran in there, man.
Yeah, he thought he would fight one of us, man.
And I hate that for my guy, man. But anyway, man. In other news, man, Brittany Griner, the WNBA star, is still over there, man.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. I know we done talked about it, but I just had to it's crazy that she's still over there. And, you know, her wife, you know, man, I can only imagine what she feeling or how she feeling. So,
yeah,
man, you know, man, let's pray for her. You know, I feel that she need to be in the USA and, you know, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get her back, man. So,
oh, yeah.
You know, prayers for her wife, man, that just work out, man.
Right.
And last but not least, man, I just had to say it, man. I wanted to give a shout out, man, to my bro tonight, man. And
okay.
Man, I wanted to give a shout out to my brother Stan the Man tonight, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. We're gonna end the corner like this. Man, appreciate all the hard work that you do, man. Hey, and I know a lot goes into it, man. I see you, bro. And hey, I admire that hard work in you, man. So even though you ain't a Steeler fan, bro, I'm gonna still show you love, man. I see your hard work, guy. And that's all I got tonight, man. Y'all just say, then just love somebody, man. Love somebody, man.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see y'all. I'll see y'all next round on the corner.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, we getting into it, man. And so we just want to let y'all know, man, we appreciate everybody listening, everybody that's tuned in, everybody that's sending text. Also, man, y'all gotta check us out, man. Y'all gotta check us out. Go over there, on YouTube, man. On YouTube and check us out at Real RMT. That's on Real Men Talk Podcast. Just put it in the search engine. Real Men Talk Podcast, and bring it up on YouTube. Got a couple of episodes on there, so check us out. And so we're gonna be trying to drop some probably every week. We're gonna try to drop something every week. So once I get everything formatted and see how it's going, we're gonna try to drop something every week. So appreciate all the love. Y'all follow us over there on YouTube. And oh yeah, man. And so hey y'all, love y'all, man, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Yeah. Okay, so